Hello, everyone. My name is Callior. I bring to you every week, or at least usually, the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what's going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, January 7th, 2023. It is currently 11:28 Eastern Time in the morning. It has been 256 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in game is the permanent Nemesis Pass, which started on December 13th. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, except during holidays, because holidays. If you are live, feel free to ask any questions that you might have in chat. And as a reminder and disclosure, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best I can to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. Now, a couple of house cleaning things to say before we start. I hope everyone's had a lovely holiday. I hope that you're doing the best you can. I hope that you're enjoying your time with our favorite game. It has been wonderful to see so many new players, so many returning players, all flocking to Bloodhunt. This is such a great way to start the year. And, as you know, of course, usually numbers after a patch get a boost and then slowly start to dwindle as players go through the content and then move on to something else until new content gets injected. That's normal. But still, just to see so many new players streaming the games, so many people, new people showing up in streams, asking questions, discovering the game, that is very, very good to see, and really makes me happy for the health of the game and for the general impression that people have about the game. And just seeing the people discovering the game is good to see. Car Seat Gaming, no, I haven't. Second thing, I need to apologize to everyone. I know that I have said that I wanted during the holidays to stream a lot more Bloodhunt. That did not happen because of work, because of an incredible amount of stress, family drama, health issues, like I said before recording. All of that got in the way. I will... If you catch me coughing, that's a thing. That's gonna be happening. I'm sorry. I apologize for this. I can't do anything else. But yeah, I definitely want to be streaming a lot more Bloodhunt, because 2 weeks without streaming, that's a long time. As a streamer also, that's stats that are just going down the drain. I want to make sure I have drops available when I'm streaming Bloodhunt on my channel. So expect me to stream more, but you never know. Whenever I plan things, sometimes I'm cursed and nothing happens the way that I plan it. So sometimes it's just, you know what, I'm okay for streaming. I'm gonna start. So make sure that you follow this Twitch channel and you follow my Twitter. I always post there when things are gonna be happening and when I'm gonna be streaming. I want to also say that right now, unfortunately, we're at 249, but I've also been planning to do a celebratory stream for reaching 250 followers. Techno Demon Mask codes will be up for grabs, as well as a few other small prizes. Haven't narrowed down everything yet. Details to come soon on my Twitter, so just follow this. Yeah, and in terms of Bloodhunt news, I would say that so far my predictions have been going as well as everything went as expected during the holidays. Thank you, Makrai, for linking my socials. There you go, my Twitter's right there. Yeah, so we did not get a lot of news. We did get some surprises. I did not expect to get any kind of communication during the holidays, but we did. Um, there were a few things to be communicated, and as the game and community is gathering more and more new people, I'd like to warn everyone that if I start sounding like a broken record, that is normal, that is intended. We need communication about a few key things about the game to be out there and be understood. And the best way to do it is to repeat it again and again and again, because my one little show can only do so much lifting for the community. And also, like, with all the new people coming into the game, there's a bunch of things that maybe you already know. Probably if you've been playing like since early access and all of this stuff, there's a bunch of things that you already know. It doesn't need to be repeated. But for the new players that don't know anything about this, about the game, about things about the game, may need to repeat a few things. In that case, let's all be helpful with people that are joining our community. That being said, today we're going to talk, again, a little note about Twitch drops. We're going to talk about just a little Battle Pass update, and we're going to mostly be talking about giveaways, contests, tournaments. So there you go. And also, after the recording of this show, I will be giving away a Purple Paint Jacket code for people out there. So, let's start this news. What do we have here? Well, first of all, you already know that this is what's happening right now. Most of you already know this. The Twitch drop that we currently have, the Please Die outfit. Right now it is open for 60 minutes of viewing Bloodhunt content with any streamer that has drop in their title. I forget exactly who exactly is eligible. Originally I thought it was top 100 streamers. I think it's top 100 streamers. Yeah. Of course it is, because there was a whole discussion about this on the Discord. I'm sorry, I don't know why I was confused about that information. Yes, it's the top 100 streamers of Bloodhunt at the time when this this drop was available. So yeah, when you're looking at the Twitch, yes, I know it's potato. That could count as a derp. So when you go into the Bloodhunt category, just watch for people that have drops in their stream title. You'll be able to get the drop from them. And we've got sorry, my nose is itching. We've got confirmation that this Twitch drop is available up until January 13th. So we have another week of having this awesome drop available to everyone. Next up, what we've got a little update about the Battle Pass from Tobias, the community manager. Hold on, let me just grab the actual screenshot here, because this is way too small. Hold on, let's make this bigger or smaller. There we go. It's a little precision that Tobias has added in the Bloodhunt Discord about the Battle Pass, because people are asking a lot of questions, looking at the Battle Pass and seeing that there's no end date, there's no countdown, and there has been no indication about future Battle Passes, like, anywhere, as far as most people have read in the current content that's been put out there. So Tobias jumped in to clarify. The current Battle Pass is permanent, in the sense that it has no current predetermined end date. In the past, we had seasonal Battle Passes, the last one being the Summer Pass, and a remnant of those was was that there would be a season expiration. This created expectations. Some of our players looked at the timer for Battle Pass and imagined that there would be a new Battle Pass immediately when the timer ran out, which we saw was not the case with the Halloween Pass, for example. What he means is, yeah, for at the end of the Halloween Pass, we had to wait for an extra week before we got the December update. But before that, pretty much every time another battle pass ended is when we got a new patch. We built that kind of expectation and behavior, and they don't want to rely on that expectation from now on. So without seasons, we now look at our options. There are more ways than one to set up player goals and rewarding mechanics. We will see what happens. There are many ideas. That is how you're supposed to interpret that. Many people took the fact that it was a permanent, unending battle pass as a sign of things, a sign of the status of things, a sign of, other games that we've seen in modern times in online service games. Whenever they would put a permanent, unending battle pass, usually some people took it as a sign of they have we don't know exactly when the next update is going to come, if there is going to be one, and maybe the team has it does not reflect greatly on the development team to say that, oh, maybe this is a sign that we don't know exactly when we're going to give you the next battle pass or the next update. And in some cases, in many cases, that was one of the signs of development is not going to go great. It's going to be declining and all of this. So that's why some people have been worried. Some people are still worried, despite the fact that information has been put out there that there are other updates coming. There's other content that's coming, but that hasn't been made super clear. So there's people that are starting to take all these bits and pieces of information, putting them together and going, things are not looking good for the future of Bloodhunt. Maybe the game is closing, which is absolutely not the case. So this is basically Tobias saying, we just stop relying on those timers. We are not putting those timers out there anymore. We're going to release a battle pass whenever we feel we're going to release a battle pass. Whenever we're going to feel that there's going to be an update. But I'm extrapolating a little bit like this. So I did not derp. Calamero. Hi. So, yeah, that's just a clarification for everyone to say, don't worry about it. There were expectations that were being built. People thought that, we don't want to give you a timer. The adverse thing about that is, yeah, some other people have been going, hey, since there's no end, there's no urgency for me to play the game. There's no urgency for me to complete the battle pass. Nothing. Some people took that as, you're not giving me a timer, you're not giving me a time frame, so I won't feel any pressure to play the game. Some kind of because you're not giving me FOMO, I won't play the game. Kind of like it's a reverse FOMO psychology, when some people have already asked, not only for Bloodhunt, but also from other games, to have permanent battle passes. We've already talked about this in another news segment, that some people have been asking to bring back past battle passes and make them available permanently, because they've missed out on so many cosmetics. We don't know if those cosmetics are coming back, if there's any plans for it. I've heard that there were plans to that there was a discussion about bringing battle passes back. There was an official answer that said that from the Bloodhunt account that said that bringing past battle passes is not as easy as you might think it could be, because let's remember that some battle passes you had to pay a certain amount of tokens to have access to all of this. So it would have to be developed into an entire feature to bring those back. But we're gonna see. You're gonna hear me a lot. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. We're gonna see, because we don't exactly know. But there you go. Sorry, that's me rambling a little bit. Another thing about the game is I still want to mention that we do not have anything really to advertise this current battle pass that we have. We don't have any trailers that's been put out there. So again, I will still I won't do it too many times, but I will still want to mention that if any of you in the community, you are good at making videos or TikToks or YouTube shorts or anything like this, there is apart from the website and the graphic that we got for the Nemesis pass that we currently have, there's no advertisement really that's been pushed to market the game or market that update. So if any of you feel like you can spend a little time to make a decent trailer, could be good. Could be something that we use. I know that unfortunately I don't have the tools yet and the knowledge yet to be able to make this. I have some ideas that if I knew in advance a little bit, I would have been able to prepare to do something, but fortunately, and yeah, because right now a little bit of advertisement would really, I think, help a little bit. I mean, as much as we got new players coming in for the holidays, I've seen some people have been saying they got new PCs that can actually play this game, that can actually run this game. Seeing there's no oh, hello Kava, hello Propajal. So a bunch of people got new PS5s. There's was it Sony announced recently that there's no more PS5 shortage anymore. So yeah, anything to get people back, to get people into the game, get people discovering the game and all of this. I've seen a few people go finally I got a PS5, I can actually play this game because I can't invest in new parts for my PC, all that sort of stuff. So putting that out there, next bit that some people might find interesting, our ambassador, on top of Ambassador Kavanchi that we have currently in chat, we have Motion Gaming that put out a little video about 7 tips and tricks on how to play Warden. And yeah, very helpful if you want to have a little bit of help on how to play the new Warden. That's been put out there. I've watched this. I found it very interesting and very helpful. There's a few tips in there that I didn't know, and there's even bonus tip number 8 that he put there in pinned chat. He says also that he's going to be doing more videos of tips and tricks for all the other existing archetypes. So I don't know, that would be very helpful. We need, as I've said before, we need much more. We need many more updated videos about how to play the game, how to get people in the game, how to progress, advance in the game, because the current tutorial videos that people have put out there are very old and aren't necessarily also super beginner player friendly in terms of help. So if we can get some more videos out there, that'd be great. I know I keep talking about videos, but you really, that's gonna be like one of my goals if I can this year, is to get myself a video editing software and start, you know, trying to put some videos out there, because we are really lacking in that department for Bloodhunt. Like I said, it's gonna be like really lightning fast. What's gonna be said today? There was, during the holidays, we had an official Bloodhunt screenshot contest that happened. And couldn't cover during the news because I didn't have any news to cover. But yeah, there was. I covered it during the regular streams that I've been doing, but yes, there was a screenshot competition. You submitted one screenshot, and there would be 3 different categories that they would be judged in. There would be one winner for creativity, humor, and aesthetics, and each winner would get 5,000 tokens each. And that was open for 7 days. 7 days. And yeah, I was happy to see like a bunch of people participated. Not as many as I thought there would be, especially with 5,000 tokens up for grabs. I was surprised that I was expecting more people to join in, but again, it's if they continue to do like little events like this to help out with the community, maybe we're gonna get like some good things happening. Here are the winners. Got Dextro 1. I believe this one was this was for creativity. We had here Yuki Nash, about a Nosferatu clan girlfriend that is not seen on stream because Nosferatu. That is for the humor category. And we got Artie in the aesthetics category that just got this gorgeous screenshot. It was really easy and simple to do, and these 3 people got 5,000 tokens. That is a lot of things that you can buy in the shop with those 5,000 tokens. So yeah, I think that was fun. I don't know if on the Shark Mob side of things, if they thought that this was, you know, garnering good engagement on their end, and I just want more little competitions like that to be made and available for everyone. Another thing that got dropped on us during the holidays is we got a free exposed electronic headgear cosmetic here. Only 10,000 codes available. All you need to do is to sign up with the Intel software, the Intel Gaming newsletter. When you click here, that's why I put the link down there. Wait, no. Oh yeah, that was me. Okay, sorry. I was like, why is it saying Callior in the link? No, that's me that put out there. Yeah, you click on this, it's gonna bring you to a form. You complete the form, you're gonna get a code where you're gonna be able to redeem this. Sorry. Yes, electronic headgear that we see here, as you know, the battle pass, the Nemesis pass is entirely cyberpunk related. This is, you know, expected to see. This is a like VR helmet here with some bits and parts that are exposed here. It's very cool. I don't know how many are there that how many codes are left. There hasn't been any indication about any of this. I can tell you though that the goth reindeer helmet, this one, the Christmas spirit. Oh wait, is it Christmas? No, it's not this one. No. My mistake. It was the mask. It's not a head. It was the headgear, not the mask. That was available through tracker.gg. That one does not seem to be available anymore. The codes seem to not be available to anyone anymore. So if you wanted to get that, sorry, it's too late. On the other hand, the Christmas no, it's not the Christmas spirit mask. I'm getting all of those confused. I'm sorry. There you go. It was the Christmas spirit mask. The other thing that we got was the Oh Dear mask. The other one was a headgear. Anyways, getting all confused. That's what happens when you're on medication. Hooray. So the free Oh Dear mask was there. You've got a code. You've got to get it before February 1st. So spread the word to all your Bloodhunt friends to make sure that you got it and you're able to redeem it. This helmet is super cool. And that's what we got in terms of giveaways. One thing that happened, kind of like, that happened on the fly, that no one really was expecting to see happen. We got a trios Killrace tournament that happened on December 31st. And there were codes for Techno Demon and a Fuchsia Finish that were available, that were up for grabs during this event. It was a really cool, fun trios kill race that happened. Kind of wish it wasn't like so much like put together at the last second. We could have definitely have done like more advertisement for this and maybe got more people excited about this. But still, this was absolutely a success. This was fun to watch. Good to see some competitions because we all like seeing tournaments. Bloodhunt tournaments have always been like super fun. But yeah. Now, in terms of, yeah, it was awesome nonetheless. Absolutely, Markrai. It was awesome. We also have bezpart that is putting together a kill race tournament. To date to be confirmed. But yeah, the tweet that I just linked is him saying like, make your team, give me your team ID and your name of your teammates. This is the post where you let him know if you want to be a part of the Bloodhunt of his Bloodhunt tournament. Now I've asked him about, is it this one? Yes. Lurking while making food? Hey, you're the lurked guy, Combat. You're the lurked guy. It's perfectly fine if you're lurking. I've asked Bez a little bit more details on this post where, he put out a poll to ask people exactly when they would like to see what would be the best time to carry out the tournament. So Bez answered with a few questions. It'll be a Sunday night or Monday afternoon or at night once Christmas is over. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. GMT. You're gonna need to find a caster. Anyways, just putting all of this together. I suggest that you go follow bezpart. Hold on. There you go. Follow bezpart's Twitter if you're not already. He's already doing a lot of updates through his Twitter. But yeah, let him know if you're interested to be a part of the tournament. Follow him. He's gonna give information on exactly what's going to be happening and how you can sign up and all of that. I mean, I've shown you already the tweet to sign up for the tournament. It's there. Just have to follow it. And yeah, we're gonna see exactly when this tournament is gonna be popping up. Also, if you're a member of the community, you can do like bezpart and just set up a tournament by yourself. Just get a bunch of people. Make sure you've got like a setup. You've got like some rules set up. You've got some prizes at the end. And then see if you can garner some attention. If you need some people to help with this, there's people in the community that would be very willing to help out with this and that and putting together a tournament. I keep telling people, like, events, you can't necessarily count on Shark Mob to set up events for you. You have to put out some things out there, let some people know, get people interested. Maybe Shark Mob's gonna be like tap you on the shoulder and say, hi, you need some help with a few things. Maybe we can support. Maybe we can give you some help. You never know. But there's also there's from the success of what's been happening with the tournament put out by Serial on December 31st. There were people that wanted to join but couldn't because of the time and place that it was happening on December 31st. There's still a lot of people that participated. A lot of people were happy to see a tournament happen. So there is a desire in the community to have tournaments, to have them happen. So you just need to be able to put one together. And there you go. And yeah, that's like I keep saying, like, if you want to do, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a tournament by itself, like it can be an event. We've had some people over the last few months that have put together some really interesting events. I know that Zhang Shidal had put a what was it? A hide and seek, a hide and seek event. There was Motion Gaming that did a what was it? Was it a melee event? But it was basically like during a certain window of time, people had to come to find him and kill him in a certain different way, and they would be like up for a little prize of like a certain amount of euros. But stuff like that, just find some cool idea, find a cool idea, cool premise, and make sure you announce it in advance, like several days, maybe even a week in advance. So people can to communicate some kind of event to the community. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to make sure that it's being communicated through the right channels and it's going through. And sometimes even things that you announce 1 week in advance, sometimes you'll get a bunch of people that come back after the event has happened and say, and will let you know, like, man, if only I had some more time to know about this in advance. And you go like, well, I had a whole week, but apparently didn't reach people correctly in time. It can happen. What are you saying, Calimero? Maybe Sharkma can help with the next tournament with the Bloodhunt fridge or socks. Just saying. I mean, maybe socks, probably not fridges. Fridges had their own rules, and I believe that they were practically, if not all of them, had been distributed. But fridges are out of the questions. I need socks, goddammit. Well, if you want socks, I hear that there's a cool. That there are some cool bundles you can get at Advanced GG to buy some Bloodhunt blood orange flavor, and also get a cool pair of socks if you buy it with the bundles. Yeah, and not FM. Yes, there were fridges. There were fridges that were being given. There were a specific set of rules, and it was up to the discretion of the person at Shark Mob that was distributing them to decide who was going to get a special Bloodhunt fridge. But yeah, it's at this point it's kind of like, myth and legend, and it's pretty clear that it feels like a lot of them had been distributed, and it's that's not going to be happening anymore. But yeah, that was the thing. Now, let's switch back. Calimero, the melee event you won. Yes, I remember that was you, right? And that's it in terms of really news. In terms of what we can expect now, we have I don't have any hypothetical calendar of events to show you these days. because we don't necessarily know what is going to be happening in the future. And that's going to be the main thing right now is in January, we are playing the waiting game, waiting to hear from the core vampire crew at Sharkmob to let us know what's the plan, what are they going to do, how they're going to approach things, or maybe not those things. But I know that we're waiting for them to just let us know, like, hey, we're here. Just give us a little heads up about things that are happening. Personally, I think that it's a key thing for me to know, to hear from the CBC, in order for me personally to be able to plan things out for the future, for the news stream, for my stream in general. It's gonna help me, like, maybe plan out content that I might want to prepare or not prepare. It would serve also as a reminder to the community that the core vampire crew is there. They have a plan, that things are coming. So when people complete the battle pass or are done with the current content, they'll have something to come back to in the future and don't just uninstall the game. You know, if they let you know, hey, official Bloodhunt statement, we have updates in the future. We're working on them. You can count on us. We still got some things planned in 2023. That's it. That's enough. That's enough to just, like, plant the seed in people's heads to let them know this game isn't over. Because, like I said, like, there's some people that, that are, spreading some rumors about the game, like, being done. But, they're not going to tell us that we're done because, or whatever. So, yeah, we're waiting for the core vampire crew to let us know, like, exactly what's up, because it's going to be their first kind of statement as, as this core vampire crew, like we said, because the updates for the December update, and the Nemesis pass, all of this was like the whole Bloodhunt crew, that was all of them together. Now that the team has been pared down, it's just like, okay, how is this crew going to work? How is this crew going to run? What kind of updates can it give us? Like, they can define their own rules, or they can still continue with the rules and the ways that the Bloodhunt team has been working in the past. So we're gonna see. Hello, Crystal Ship. This year the contract with PS5 finished, right? Yes, the exclusivity contract with PlayStation 5 ends at the end-ish of October. And then we're gonna see what exactly does that mean. I have several questions about that to ask. But yes, Bez, that is correct. But okay, but Bez, also, does that mean that bringing the game to other consoles or other platforms, will that be already worked on? Is that something that they've been working on, like, throughout the year? Or is that something that they need to justify working on before they can actually work on it? Does the contract need to be expired for them to be allowed to work on it? There are many different levels of when exactly they could be doing it. And it's not necessarily because a bunch of people have been asking for the game to be put on Xbox that they will necessarily have the go-ahead internally to actually do this, Uh, and also there's always been the discussion about like if we bring the game to other platforms, like that's going to bring in more players. Yes. However, um, whenever that happens, is that um, the argument has been yes, you can get more players, but it's still, retention features are the fact that makes that people stay in the game. Otherwise, people just come in the game and immediately leave. They pass through. It's just there's no how can you say? It's like a filter that is not really effective. So I will still be arguing, and I'll still be like saying that having retention features inside the game would make bringing the game to Xbox and to other I don't know, consoles or whatever. It would make them effective. Um, exactly, no hook to the game. Exactly, combat. Yeah, and combat has been the one person that's been explaining that to people. Uh, the argument is people like have been saying like it's gonna bring more people to the game. Yeah, but you need to keep the people, or else they just go through. It's just like Taco Bell. You need to actually have some fiber to keep the Taco Bell inside of you a little bit longer than the usual way that Taco Bell works, which is, you eat it and immediately goes out. Uh, no one tell that to naysayer. Um, but yeah, it's an analogy. It's an analogy. It's a metaphor or a simile. I don't know. It's you need some retention stuff. Like right now, like I was saying, like a little bit about the battle pass. It's good that we have a battle pass at a level, like 100 level battle pass. It's good in itself. That is a retention feature. People will play the game longer to accomplish that task. However, there's been, I was expecting to have many more of those things. I was expecting at least, I know that it's not super exciting. I was expecting maybe the masteries section to be expanded upon, to have, even if it's just, give us another like different icon for pretty much like everything else and just like increase the number and that's it. Still thing to work on. I know that people were expecting a lot more things to like work on and level on, or just the things to work on. I think like also some people were expecting maybe the XP values to be tweaked a little bit, because as it just happens, you play a game and you get multiple levels in the battle pass as it is, and that's a little bit kind of I don't know. So yeah, I think that I think that there should be like a little bit retention features like added in there before we bring in more people of other communities. That's been Combat's argument that he's been saying for a very long while. Every time that people have been saying like, why isn't this on Xbox and all of that, is going like it's gonna bring in more people. Yeah, you want to keep those people. You want to have some hooks to keep people inside the game. That's the part. Okay, moving on. Yeah, also kind of other news that I'm expecting to hear is like, yeah, we have one more week of that current Twitch drop that we have. Will we get a new one after that? Will we get a schedule of items to come and see? The Twitch drops, as I've already mentioned, the Twitch drops on the Fridays, or just the Twitch drops in general, have always been a good hook to get people motivated to watch Bloodhunt streams. I think that, it's been proven like month after month after month that, they're very effective. Um, will we have some art assets that are going to be available though to make that happen? That's that's another thing. But I'm expecting some news about this. And yeah, I don't know. Like maybe we can get some more tournaments in terms of the community, or events or giveaways, or like another kind of screenshot contest. Maybe some things like to get more people like interested inside the community. Maybe there's things that I could be expecting to hear, because every time that they've done something, it's been interesting. Yeah. So right now it's just the waiting game. We're waiting to see. I know that I did a stream in December where Tobias was in chat, and I asked him, like, I explained to him my concern about, wanting to get information out there to tell people that there is, make it clear that there is more stuff, that there are updates incoming, and like, as we know, if you've been following the stream, like, there's been confirmations of that, but it's not been clear to the entire community. But Tobias has confirmed that yes, there will be some news from the CVC team. They'll let people know. So that's as far as he could advance himself on this. Yeah, and about this, like, just to remind people, just to make sure that everyone's still on the same page. If you haven't watched any of the stuff that we've been saying in chat, I know that there's the automatic command that's been happening once in a while from the from Stream Elements about the Bloodhunt News of the Week show that I did on December 17th, which was a gigantic, chunky news recap. We talked about a lot of things, and like, I think it was 3 hours, and like, no time was wasted in that 3 hours, like, of all the news that we covered there. I highly, like, if you want more proof or more details about all the news that's been coming out at that point, highly recommend that you go have a look at it. But as a reminder to everyone, there are plans for future updates for Bloodhunt, as stated by multiple people, ex-devs of Bloodhunt that are in Sharkmob. Like, they're saying, like, they've been saying, we've seen the things that are coming and there's plenty to be excited about. There are plans for the entirety of 2023 for this game. We even have an ambassador on one of his YouTube videos saying that he's had confirmation from the devs saying that they've got stuff planned for 2023 at least. But again, waiting to see exactly what's going to be happening with the game. Are people still going to be playing it? What's going to be like the vibe of the CVC? We're going to see. And I'm saying this because the Nemesis Pass having no end date does not mean anything in regards of the health or the future of the game. While I understand that there are many details that you can pile up about Bloodhunt that have been attributed to dying or soon to be dead games, we have proven so far that it does not inherently mean anything for Bloodhunt. As long as there are players that are passionate enough about the game and that are actually playing it, many online Nostradamuses have been telling us on Twitter, in Discord, in streams and chat, that this game was going to die, that this game was going to end, that it was a dead game. Many times have we heard this, and I'm not gonna say it's all like sunshine and rainbows and everything is fine about the game and the community and all of this, but just don't believe everything that some people in the community are putting out there. I've been putting out the facts for you, for the community, in my news streams. So there you go. Sima, hello! Hi from Russia. Hello. Привет. Yeah. So just this is a reminder. It's just funny how silent they are when updates do come. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's the moment that something Calimero, every time that something has been like hinting of like, oh, something's a little off schedule, or hold on, the like we need a little bit more time to like put out an update, and suddenly all they come back. They crawl out like they haven't said anything about the game for weeks, and they come back. They tell you, oh, the doomsayers are like, we've told you. I knew it. So, anyways, yeah. As a reminder to everyone, if you do pick up on some details that you think might be interesting or might be newsworthy for me to repeat here, don't hesitate to contact me. Let me know. Give me screenshots of combos. Give me links to the VODs. I can't be everywhere on every stream, and right now there's a lot of streams. And there's only 24 hours in a day, and I'm also dealing with a bunch of stuff also on my end. So if you want to help me, I'd appreciate. My DMs are open. Send me the info. I'm still doing a lot of the heavy lifting on my own. But that's fine. I'm okay with this. I'm just, it's primarily a thing for myself, and also everyone can benefit from it if you want to hear from it. I'm fine with that. So again, as a reminder, everyone, please give me a follow on Twitch. Channel is growing. I appreciate everyone for joining up. And remember, when I stream Bloodhunt, you can always get at least I'm gonna make sure that you can always get the special drops whenever they're available. And I can do code giveaways. Follow my Twitter to know when I'm gonna do my celebration for the followers. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, like I said, there's gonna be Techno Demon masks. I'm probably also gonna give some PlayStation Network and Steam cards. Probably gonna see. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I think that's it for us here in terms of news. Like I said, that like there wasn't a lot to cover. It's just reiterating what's been happening in the last few weeks. I didn't expect to have like already all the things that I had to tell you. I thought that this was going to be like maybe a stream, but still I had a few things to talk about. But yeah, that's it for us for the recording of this video. Be kind to each other, and thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you next week.